Hello and welcome back to the podcast. I want to go into something today that has been absolutely life-changing for me, planning. But not just any planning. We are talking about planning that respects your brain, aligns with your values, and transforms the way that you approach your life. Here's the truth. Traditional planners are not made for us. And the ADHD planners sometimes are so heavy on all of the extras, all of the other things we can do, all of the accountability. And for some ADHDs, that's just too much, particularly those of us who are hyperactive. My internal drive for productivity is off the chart. By giving me accountability, more of it, it just freaks me out and makes me do more tasks and spend less time with my family and not live to my values. Traditional planners often have rigid systems. They have a level of consistency that doesn't fit the dynamic, hyperactive, and creative way that our brain works. So what happens? We buy the planner, we write in it for a week, and it collects dust while we feel like failures for not sticking with it. Or we print out 150 pages, break our printer, not know what to do with any of it, and then give up. But what if there was a different way? A way to plan that reduces overwhelm, builds flexibility, and focus on what actually matters. And this is what we're talking about today. If you're someone who has tried a million planners, you feel defeated and you wonder what you're doing wrong, or if you'll ever find a system that clicks, this is for you. Let me take you back to the moment that completely reframed how I approach planning. I remember sitting with my kids one afternoon, trying to be present, but instead of enjoying the moment, my mind was racing. The dishwasher needs emptying. Did I send an email? When will I have time to call the school? Oh my God, I haven't booked that doctor's appointment. I wasn't playing with my kids. I was physically there, but mentally I was elsewhere. The realization hit me. I was not being the mum I thought I was going to be. It brought back memories of my own childhood. My mum, who was amazing, just didn't ever have time to play with us. And that was how it was back then. If I wanted to spend time with her, I'd follow her around while she cleaned or cooked. The only day she stopped was Christmas, when my dad would ban her from housework so we could play Monopoly as a family. I realized that I had fallen into the same trap. I wasn't taking the time to connect with my family because I was too busy being productive. And so I made a change and I started viewing relationships as part of my daily tasks. Spending time with my kids or connecting with my husband became the non-negotiable priorities, and it shifted everything. So why are so many planners failing us as ADHD mums? 1, overwhelm and clutter. Our brains are juggling endless tasks, ideas, and worries. Without a way to offload them, it feels impossible. 2, perfectionism, paralysis. We set impossibly high standards for ourselves, and when we fall short, we spiral into guilt and self-criticism. 3, rigid systems do not fit. Traditional planners demand consistency. They don't accommodate the flexibility or the resets that ADHD brains need. When we're prioritizing everything or the wrong things, it leads to burnout, frustration, and a sense of disconnect. Living in alignment with your values isn't just a feel-good idea, it's backed by research. Studies show that individuals who prioritize their values experience lower stress and general life satisfaction. When you use your values to guide your decision, it reduces guilt and makes tough choices feel easier and clearer. Think about a recent decision that felt off in your gut. Did it clash with your values? That's a clue for what matters the most. For example, if your number one value is connecting with your kids, but you skipped a family dinner to work late, that tension, stacked on tension, can end up making you feel like, what's it all for? I feel down. I feel depressed. I feel burnt out. Yet, if your priority is work, and that's where your focus is at the moment, and you love that, then sacrificing an important work meeting where you didn't get to do the project to prioritize going home early may feel like you haven't lived to your values. Your values may not be your family. And if it isn't, that's okay. There are so many women who put family on their top value, but actually their job or creativity is uneven. Doesn't mean we don't love our kids, but it means what fills us up and what we choose to put into our day is going to have us feel differently. I have a friend who prioritizes going to the gym for 2 hours a day. I would feel like that was a massive drain on me, whereas when she does it, it fills her cup right up. Value-aligned planning isn't about massive overhauls. It's about small, intentional actions. For example, check out some strategies that will make it feel more manageable. Clearing out the mental clutter is one. Write down everything swirling around in your mind. 2, just focus on 3 things. Each day, pick just 3 things to prioritize. It will prevent decision fatigue and help you stop focusing on another problem before you start on the 3 things that you need to be doing. Take it task by task. Break down the larger projects into small steps to avoid the overwhelm. Research shows that ADHD women are more prone to burnout when their lives are misaligned with their core values. A study found that women with ADHD that practice value-based living reported a significant reduction in anxiety and depression. Values aren't just a guide, they're a foundation. And when you're living to your values, you build a life that feels authentic and fulfilling. In the Facebook group for the ADHD mums, there is such a recurring theme, and one mum shared how she didn't feel like she was doing enough because her planner didn't actually reflect her priorities. It was all about meal planning, holiday planning, gift giving. But when she shifted back to her values-based planning, she stopped focusing on what she hadn't done and started celebrating what she had actually achieved. ADHD mums, it's time to stop using planners that don't respect your brain or your values. The ADHD Mums Planner is more than a tool, it's a system to help you reduce overwhelm, align with your values, and finally feel in control. It's got task categories, break down your to-do list with manageable sections. Guilt-free resets. Have you missed a week? No problem. The system allows you to pick up where you left off without making you feel like you failed. Head over to ADHD Mum's website to get your planner. You deserve a system that works for you, not against you. If you don't want to get the planner, that's okay too. But I'd love you to strip back your values. Spend 10-15 minutes on just a blank piece of paper and look at what are you doing in your life? Are you filling it with tasks or are you filling it with things that are actually associated with your values and help you build the life that you really want? Are you happy? Where is your energy? Where is your focus? Where is your intention? It's not about getting everything done. It's focusing on what matters. It's not juggling tasks. It's building a life for yourself and your family. I want this year for you to stop feeling overwhelmed, which seems to be one of the main feelings that ADHD mums talk about. And I'd love us all to have a really intentional start to 2025. You've got this. I'm here to help. Until next time, take care of yourself and your neurodivergent family. Thanks for listening. The key message here is you are not alone. Thank you for listening. If you enjoyed this episode, follow us on Instagram or head over and join our amazing ADHD Mums Podcast Facebook community. Everything you do matters and helps to spread the word about what neurodiversity in females looks like.